Here are the top 5 tips for effective cease and desist communications against unauthorized sellers. Number 1, you have to have a valid reason to ask an Amazon seller to stop selling your product. It could be something you built into your warranty. It could be quality control. It could be some post-sale service that a third-party seller cannot deliver. But the number 1 thing you need to do, your very first step when it comes to effective cease and desist communications, is to have something in your product that takes it outside the first sale doctrine and provides the grounds for all of your other brand protection efforts. Number 2, you want to take the grounds, the legitimate grounds for removing that hijacker, and put that language right into your cease and desist communication. You want to explain to that Amazon seller why he or she cannot sell your products and give them a valid reason to stop selling your product. Bald threats of taking them down are not effective, and they're just not right, and they don't protect your brand from blowback. So step number 2 is to provide that legitimate reason to the Amazon seller within your cease and desist communication. Step number 3, do not simply threaten the Amazon seller. Give the Amazon seller the opportunity to amicably get off your listing or amicably contact you to work out a resolution. Amazon sellers are some of the most savvy business people on earth. When you give them the opportunity to amicably resolve issues with you, they will often get off your listing voluntarily or contact you to negotiate a resolution that is good for your brand. Number 4, every single cease and desist communication should have a very firm deadline as to when that seller must either stop selling your product or be in communication with you. Stick to your deadline, set a schedule, and follow through. Amazon sellers also share information like you would not believe. So if you're setting deadlines and not following up, you're going to take the wind out of your own sails. So tip number 4, set a firm deadline and then follow through. Tip number 5, only make legitimate complaints. Your grounds for taking your products outside the first sale doctrine is the entire ball of wax. It is the entire ball game. So you have to make sure that your cease and desist communication and any complaints you might make are solely 100% well-grounded and fully legitimate. Do not make false counterfeit complaints. It's bad for your brand. It opens you up to liability. It opens you up to litigation. It also opens the brand up to blowback. So only make legitimate complaints. Those are the top 5 tips we have for when it comes to cease and desist communications to stop unauthorized sellers from delivering products to consumers that fall outside of the first sale doctrine, and protect your sales, protect your consumers, and also protect your brand's reputation.